Hey Cancers, welcome to your reading. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. And to my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back guys. As always, I'll leave information regarding what decks of cards I use and how to contact me for my services and personal readings in the description box, never in the comments guys. So I've seen it, so I'll have to say patience is at the bottom of the deck. I definitely feel like some of you have been waiting a long time. Fertility, but here we are now. Major things are happening. It was out of your control. This is major arcana, so this is divine. Okay, so you had to learn how to create from within. But once you've learned that, you know, we take it so far and then the divine does the rest for us here. Definitely the rise of the divine feminine here. I'm seeing like the Lovers card where the male in the Lovers is lifting the female up. Let me get it for you guys, actually, what I'm seeing here. Okay, so it's in this deck. I've seen this card with the Lovers, the Empress. It is fertility in that deck. Okay, so let's have a look at the Lovers, because it obviously has more to tell us at this point. It could be that you are a divine feminine in the connection. So let's see. It'll probably be at the top of the deck after I've looked through all of it. Here it is. Here it is. So we'll bring it out here. I'm definitely seeing this. You had to learn to create from the feminine side of you. It might be that you've lived a lot of your life in this masculine energy, in a warrior type of energy where you have to take charge and lead and had to strive and survive, right? But now here she has like nothing on here. I've just realized that. But this person is full of armor. So most of the time you've had to be full of armor, and I feel like you've had to focus more on this divine feminine side. This seems like your soul. Although it's two people here, I feel like you've had to learn to let the feminine side of you come out and also take charge and learn to create with this Empress here. Gosh, that's the first card. So let's see. Power. Yeah, this is where you'll gain your power from. Learning to create, you know, what you want, rather than having to deal with, if you like, with that warrior energy here, having to deal with and cope with, and, you know, rather than reacting to things that come towards you in life here. You've been asked here to learn to create through this time, which, you know, seeing both sides of you is definitely very powerful. I feel like maybe you felt the feminine energy was not as powerful, but they are equally as powerful. I feel like bringing that into balance, we see that here. So that's 6, 3, 8 there. So you might be seeing any combinations of these numbers. So yeah, definitely abundance, right? With that Empress and Power card there. That's the Strength card. It might be a Leo you're dealing with, or an Aries, maybe another fire sign, maybe even a Taurus here. Victory and success, another 6, right? The 6 is the Lovers, so that is related to that. This is the 6 of Wands. So when you finally see that the feminine side of you has as much power as the masculine side of you, you get victory because you bring them into balance, your soul in union. And I feel like this is spiritual union as well here. So let's see, let's grab a deck, right, and see what's going on in this connection, because it seems a lot already that there is something being created here. You had to learn how to love all of you, I feel here, not just the side that gets you through the difficulties, right, but the side that creates, because that masculine energy is like an explosion, a bomb, very powerful, going off. But the feminine energy is like, we can look to it as like the womb, to be able to focus and create and model, to actually produce what it is you desire. So tuning in here with the earth, the matrix, if you want to call it, all that sort of stuff we can see happening throughout this journey with you here. And I definitely feel like it might have come from a person. You might have met your twin flame with me seeing this card and it sparked from there, or a karmic partner. It is a general reading, so, you know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force anything to fit here. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for you guys. Okay, Judgment. Wow. So we're coming out strong. Major Arcana, really pushing out here. And it's saying the divine will intervene. Did intervene. I feel like the period that you've been through, it was like you reached a point in your life where this masculine had carried you as far as it could. So although it served you very well, for the next portion, it won't. If we look at, you know, the world, how it's been run for the last hundreds and thousands of years by this patriarchic energy, this male energy, and it's become quite draining, right? Rather than uplifting, it's become more about power and control, getting things done and things going your way. If not, we'll start battles and wars and things like that. And the divine here is saying it's time for a change. Everybody's being called to this feminine side and this matriarchic leading, if you like, the way. And that's why the divine feminine is being awoken within us. Whether, you know, you might see yourself now and, you know, start calling yourself a divine feminine after realizing you're a twin flame, but the divine masculine and divine feminine was always in you. But it might be that you've always led by your masculine side, maybe through necessity, like I say, maybe not really knowing what we're focusing on or creating, just maybe recklessly creating rather than consciously creating with that Knight of Wands there. We all do this until we get to this point, and this is why the divine steps in to wake us up. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. I do see it's time that somebody is rushing towards you. So if you don't have a romantic person in your life, this person will be coming. It's time that you guys meet. And this is divine intervention. So there's no avoiding it, even if you want to. You know, we'll say there's free will and fate, and what we do is once we've made a decision and we take a path, the end of the road is the fate, right? So, you know, we could be getting to a crossroads and we see, okay, which way do we want to go? That's our free will. But what's at the end of that is more or less fate, okay? So just for those who get confused, yeah, Hermit reversed here. I feel like you've spent a lot of time in hermit mode and now you're turning away from that. You may have turned away from other people while you healed yourself in hermit mode, but now it's time to come out of that. And I feel like some of you are saying, nope, I'm fine, I'm still soul searching. But remember that, you know, even too much spirituality when we're here for, you know, a human experience is not good for us, right? So there'll be a delay in being able to do things that you want to do, say to do with spirituality, while we are brought back to life lessons, if you like, and things that we wanted to come here to learn. You might usually stay out of like things in the news and things like that, but I see you actually now taking part. And, you know, they say that only the world suffers because of good people not standing up and doing something, not because there's bad people doing things. So I see a lot of this bringing things into balance, stepping up, taking charge and doing things for the greater good here. The Chariot, yeah, you, wonderful. A new approach now. Destiny is asking you to take a new approach, whether it's with this romance, whether it's with your calling, your service to humanity. There are a lot of sixes here. The Chariot is a 7. So it's asking you to make changes, even though if they seem challenges, they're coming around now for a reason. They're sent by the divine. There's no way you can stop this. There's no way you can prevent this. This is like a milestone thing, something that we have to achieve and have to get on this path. And that's what we're seeing here. Yeah, Princess of Pentacles. There is a conversation about to start up here. This is a seed that was planted a long time ago. So this is your soul contract, I feel, in this reading. And it's your soul contract to meet certain people at certain times to help us and guide us through certain things. So we're seeing that, your soul contract now is requiring that somebody comes in so that you make these changes in your life. 7 of Cups. So you could be feeling confused, even emotional at times about what's happening in my life. I expected it to go one way when I chose this path, and it has not gone that way at all. So some confusion, some maybe heavy dreams at this time as well. Could be a karmic partner coming towards you there, or maybe even just an air sign that we can see. This could be somebody younger than you as well, so maybe even a child. If you have a child that's an air sign, a lot going on, confusing you or bringing up emotions that you don't like, what's happening with them, but it needs to be done. There's no way to stop it. You might have even tried to delay it with the Hermit there reverse, but you need a different approach. So if you've been trying to stop it or delay it, we've got to allow it to go forward now, allowing things to balance out. We do, even with our children, right? They do have a path to take of their own. So at some point we've got to allow them. As a mother and a grandmother, I know it's very difficult here, but I say could be a child because it's a Princess of Pentacles. It's a page, somebody younger than you. So this is somebody, needing to plant their own seeds in life here and make their own way. But I do believe for you, this is also somebody who now comes in to make these changes. Might be quite confusing because it could be like, I thought I'd met my twin flame and then I've realized they were a karmic partner and I was stuck in a karmic cycle. Now destiny could be bringing in this real twin, and this is why I got the vision of the lovers there. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you'll definitely see a change in this romantic partner that's coming in. And this is because you've worked on your own foundation, learned that balance that we spoke of, and overcome spiritual lessons. So this comes with a really serious offer of commitment here. This is a serious offer of commitment. This is a serious offer of commitment. So these cards can indicate marriage, being in front of a judge and things like that, and taking things to a real serious place. Destiny calls for it now. Like I said, it's something you might not even be on your mind or something, because you might have thought, I've met my twin flame, I'm nowhere near being with that person yet, we're still dealing with this karma. And then you come to find out it was the person that was the karmic situation, and now you're getting this real offer here from a real twin flame, which might be quite shocking to some of you and quite confusing. 7 of Cups, the Hierophant here, another marriage card with the Empress, and it could also be a Taurus there. But this feels like this marriage, this union, this what's happening. It feels like alchemic wedding. It feels like the divine has set up this is your other half, this is who you're meant to marry, this is who you're supposed to be with. Sorry, not sorry that you had to go through this. It was for you to learn. There's still more to learn here with the Hierophant, and it definitely seems like a committed offer for a relationship with new lessons. Now, don't freak out that I don't want to go through another spiritual journey or bad lessons. The lessons can actually be abundant, especially with this Ace of Pentacles here, Queen of Cups. You had to learn to stop overgiving before this person could come in, because it would have been a bad match for you guys. I feel like in some sort of relationship there could have been some emotional abuse going on. So, when somebody love bombs you, you might have heard that term when working or seeing anything to do with narcissists, right? They love bomb you in the beginning, they love you, and then they drain you of your love and energy. So this is you had to go through this learning not to overgive. And then when you meet somebody who's not asking you to overgive your feminine energy, with that Queen of Cups there, when you're not being asked to overgive, you've learned how to balance your feminine energy, so you'll no longer do that. So you can no longer be abused in this way. And Ace of Pentacles here, this is what leads to this marriage. Learning, I feel for some that they felt like they had nothing to give. So this is why you yourself loved bombed, overly gave. People will say this is a Cancerian's trait to love and spread the energy of love. But when it's draining you, it's self-abuse, right? And we've got to be aware of these things when we feel like we have to overly give so that this person doesn't realize that we're not worth their love and things like that. And that's why we had to work on self-worth and loving our divine feminine self here. Definitely feels like that you've had to learn to love your divine feminine. But yeah, it definitely seems like this wedding is going to happen, right? Let's see what other messages we have for you. Joy is the ultimate creator. Wonderful. The presence of love will always cast out fear. So if, this here, you could be scared of loving again because, we get ourselves to a place where we think we're healed. We're just healing the surface things, and we get into another relationship and we end up feeling the same or down and things like that. But because you've done this healing this time, you've experienced these changes and lessons that you never even knew was coming your way and could have hit you like a brick wall. Somebody could have been very reckless with your love and sent you spiraling into that hermit mode, and that's why we're delaying coming out of it here. But love, the presence of love will always outcast fear. So when you meet this person, you'll definitely feel a lot more safe with them than you would have maybe before. Okay, guys, so don't overly worry about that. Like I said, I'll leave information for personal readings in the description box, never in the comments, guys. And please do remember to support the channel any way you can. YouTube has thrown me off the algorithm for the last couple of years, so let's see if we can sort that out. So we have forgiveness reversed here. Keep an open mind and staying optimistic about your love life. They all came out reversed here, but because they jumped out. But I feel like here it's saying, look, your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. You may expecting it to be one person, your twin flame, and that forgiveness, that optimism has wed thin. And you've had to change that, and I feel like this is your emotions at this time. Like, I'm not forgiving anybody. I've gave everything I possibly could, so it's like, just let go. When you've give everything you possibly could, let go. Don't forgive unless you're asked for forgiveness, because usually when we forgive people who don't ask for it, they don't learn their lesson, guys. Good luck.